Today, Faisalabad operates as a multi-billion-dollar textile metropolis. As the third largest city in Pakistan, it is a dense, high-capacity hub of global manufacturing. In the late 19th century, this region was known as Sandalbar, a dry expanse of thorny shrubs populated by nomadic pastoral tribes. In 1892, British engineers arrived with a mandate to irrigate this earth. Their canal colonization project was designed to turn the desert into a fertile agricultural zone called the Chenab Colony. This vintage map of the Punjab region shows the strategic target, the central plains of Sandalbar, locked between the Ravi and Chenab rivers. To extract wealth from this newly irrigated soil, the colonizers realized they couldn't simply dig canals. They had to invent a completely new, meticulously planned city from scratch. By 1896, a master plan emerged from the desks of engineer Sir Ganga Ram and colonization officer Popham Young. This blueprint illustrates the core design, a central clock tower with 8 straight roads radiating outward. Each line formed a distinct bazaar, linking the commercial heart to the farmland. The layout held strict imperial symbolism, precisely mapped to mirror the British Union Jack. At the time, this rigid design had a localized goal. It was constructed to be a simple mandi, an agricultural market town for local farmers to sell their harvests. But this geometric farming outpost would eventually explode into a global manufacturing empire. The 8 radial bazaars functioned as a centralization tool, pulling regional trade into a single, highly efficient hub. As newly introduced high-yield American cotton flourished in the irrigated fields of the colony, the harvest flowed straight down those colonial arteries into the city's commercial core. For decades, the city's primary function was to act as a massive export depot, shipping raw cotton out by rail to manufacturing centers across the empire. Locally, cotton processing remained small-scale. Residents relied on traditional heritage handlooms, or khadi, to weave fabrics using manual techniques. The industrial landscape shifted in 1932 with the opening of the Lyallpur cotton mills. This specific mill changed the region's trajectory. It gave the city the capability to move past selling raw materials and begin manufacturing finished textiles on an industrial scale. Throughout the 20th century, that industrial capacity compounded. The city's economic power outpaced its colonial origins, leading to a search for a modern, independent identity. In 1977, the government retired the colonial name Lyallpur and rechristened the city Faisalabad in honor of the Saudi king. This renaming marked the end of the colonial agricultural colony and the beginning of the city's era as a modern industrial powerhouse. The explosive growth of the textile sector quickly overwhelmed the physical limits of the original 8 bazaars. The city expanded concentrically. While the historic radial center remained the commercial hub, massive new industrial zones spawned in the outer rings, pushing into the surrounding geography. The solitary cotton mill of 1932 has been replaced by sprawling, state-of-the-art export zones like Value Addition City and FIEDMC. Faisalabad now contributes over 20% to the entire GDP of the Punjab province. By achieving global compliance and dominating the export market, Faisalabad officially earned the title, the Manchester of Pakistan. Faisalabad's rise to a global manufacturing hub followed the specific spatial logic of its 1896 layout. The radiating geometry of the bazaars acted as an economic incubator, perfectly funneling resources and capital to trigger industrialization. The barren, dusty plains of Sandalbar have evolved into a technologically advanced, globally connected metropolis. The Union Jack blueprint, originally intended for a simple farming colony, provided the structural engine needed to spin a wasteland into a world-class textile empire.